This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Fridgidaire Laundry Center washing machine dryer. Here's the model number, and the washing machine is not spinning. It is agitating, but it's not spinning, and there is kind of a burning smell during the time that it should be spinning. You can hear the motor going, but it's just not spinning. We're going to remove a couple of these Phillips head screws from the lower left and lower right hand corner of the front panel. Then we'll be able to pull the panel down by about ½ an inch. It'll release and we can get that panel out of the way. That's going to allow us to see what's going on with the machine. So I'm just testing agitation here, and I can see it's agitating really well. I'm kind of peeking through because when you lift it too high it'll turn off, but I'm able to peek through there and see that it is agitating properly. When I set it for spin though, I can hear the motor fires up. I can feel the pump's active. I can know that it's going fast, but it's just not allowing the transmission to spin. So I'm going to unplug it, and then I'm going to check out a couple of things. So make sure you have it unplugged, and then you can reach in and grab the transmission, this big thing here, and try to move it to your right. In this case it is moving. I have to give it a fair amount of force, but it is spinning. That's the direction it goes when it's spinning, and that tells me that probably there's nothing obstructing it, that it probably is able to spin, but maybe the belt needs to be replaced, or maybe the idler wheel needs to be tightened. So now I'm reaching in on the pulleys, and I'm moving the pulley, the big pulley underneath the transmission, to my left and to my right, and it seems like it's moving freely. When I go to my left, it's doing agitation. When I turn it to the right, it's starting to spin the transmission, and that's the spin mode, so that seems normal. So when we make the pulley go toward the right, it will spin transmission, so that's the spin mode. When you go the other way, when you go to the left, that's the agitation mode, and the transmission doesn't move. So will move when it goes to the right. But I think the belt's slipping, probably because it's worn out. So we're going to take the belt off by pushing the belt down on the big pulley while we turn it to the left, so that it'll peel off of the big pulley. There we go. And that kind of releases it from the idler wheel right here. And then grab it and get it out from underneath. Oh, it's pretty hot. That's because that was spinning and creating a lot of heat from the friction. So I'm going to pull it out. To do that, you might have to kind of lift up on your tub. The tub can move because it's on these springs, so you can lift it up a little bit to get that belt out. Let's take a look at the belt. So the belt, probably just over time, got cracked and wasn't able to stay tight enough. So when the motor pulley started to spin, couldn't make enough friction to get the bigger pulley, the transmission, to spin. It's probably just due to an older belt, kind of cracked. So we're going to be replacing that. So this is the belt for this machine. It's a 134511600, and should be able to just slip it right on. So we're going to put it in. We'll tilt the machine back a little bit so we can fit it underneath the big pulley. And now it's resting partly against the motor pulley here and partly against the idler pulley here, and we're starting to get it over the bigger pulley. That's the transmission pulley. And I'm just going to push in on this idler wheel toward that bigger pulley. I'm going to start spinning the bigger pulley and it should kind of self-feed. It should end up putting it on the bigger pulley. Just twisting it, and at some point it'll like lock on. It'll feed it on. Yeah, there we go. So now this new belt is on the big pulley and the idler wheel and the motor pulley, and I think it's going to spin okay now. The one before had a crack and it was keeping it from spinning. The motor was spinning really fast. There was good tension from the idler wheel, but I think the belt essentially was too big because the cracks opened it up. So we're going to try it again on spin. So we're going to plug back in, get on spin, and see if it spins all right now. You see the motor is spinning, but it's not getting the transmission to spin. So I gave it a little boost once the motor had started, grabbed the transmission, and I pulled it to my right, and I help it start. Now it seems like it's getting up to speed. There might be something caught between the tub and the spin basket. It's creating too much friction that makes it where it can't start on its own. So that's getting pretty good speed. I'm going to shut it off and try it again. Alright, it's fully off. Let's try to start it. Motor spinning. Give it a little boost. Yeah, still needs a little help. It could be the idler wheel, needs to be a little tighter.
So we got a brand new belt arm, which was important because the old one was cracked, but we're still not getting spin unless there's some assistance to start it. So this is pointing toward something caught between the tub and the spin basket, like maybe a sock or something, or the idler wheel has to be adjusted so that it's creating more tension on the belt. So that'll be the next thing to try. But I hope this will help you to diagnose your spin problem and get your machine going. And thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance.